Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck, where science meets investments, and I'm your host Raj. Friends, today's topic is very different. I'm focusing on what's happening with the working class, especially the fresh graduates, as a sample. Today's video is about a hard truth that many recent college graduates are quietly living through, and it's one that rarely makes headlines. While corporate America celebrates booming stock markets and record-breaking CEO pay, the average new graduate is walking into a job market that offers them little more in real terms than what they would have gotten a decade ago. Stick around because we'll walk through actual data on salaries, student debts, layoffs due to AI, and the rise of the gig economy, all of which paint a sobering picture of how young workers are being squeezed by systemic shift. This is a huge article, and I have a whole lot of information, but since our motto is to keep it simple, crisp, and short, I have made this a short video. But if you're interested in more details, please mention in the comment section, and I'll do a proper long form video for you. Let's start with the numbers. On paper, it might look like new graduates are doing fine. In 2015, average starting salary for a graduate was about $50,219. Fast forward to 2025, that number has jumped to $68,680. Looks good on paper, but that's in nominal dollars. Once we adjust for inflation using 2015 dollars as the base, then today's salary has a real value of $50,507, barely more than what grads made a decade ago. So in real terms, the average graduate's paycheck in 2025 buys them essentially the same basket of goods and services it did 10 years ago. And speaking of that basket, there is more to it now. Internet access, smartphones, cloud storage subscriptions. These weren't mandatory for previous generations, but today they are essential. So even if salaries have kept pace with inflation on paper, in reality, they have lost ground when you account for new living expense components that have been added. Now, here's the crucial part. For the past 2 decades, the impact of stagnant wages was masked by a steady supply of cheap goods, mostly made possible by outsourcing and imports from low-cost countries like China. That kept prices low for everything from electronics to furniture. But that's changing very fast with rising tariffs that have been declared and the shift towards deglobalizations. The same goods are now 10 to 15% more expensive. What this means is that the real purchasing power of a graduate salary is actually falling below 2015 levels. Once you factor in the higher prices of previously affordable essentials, this is what it looks like. Well, friends, at this stage, I'd like to ask you that if this resonates with you or your kids, press like. It helps this video to reach more people facing the same reality, and they need to see this video. Let's now talk about the other side of the paycheck, debt. The average student in the class of 2024 graduated with $37,000 in student debt. That's the financial weight that delays milestones like buying a home, investing, or even saving for retirement. And that's not just a lifestyle issue, it's a structural limitation. These graduates are stuck in a loop of monthly repayments that eat into what little real income growth they have achieved. The supposed return on investment of a college degree is looking increasingly questionable. Is it really worthwhile going to college and getting those debts? Also, job security isn't what it used to be. I remember in the days of my parents, they used to finish school or college and get into a company and work in the same company till retirement. And when they came out, they got defined benefits, pensions, and it was a happy story. But nowadays, that does not happen. The unemployment rate for recent grads in 2025 has climbed to 5.3%, up from 3.5% just 2 years ago. A key factor in this is the rise of AI and automation. In 2025 alone, companies like Microsoft, IBM, and CrowdStrike laid off a combined 18,500 workers, many of whom were in roles now being replaced by AI systems. Think of functions like HR, administrative support, and even some junior-level tech positions. This isn't about one industry collapsing. It's a systemic shift that's leaving many graduates in the lurch, particularly those who didn't major in fields with high AI adaptability. With full-time jobs harder to find, many grads are turning to the gig economy. This includes rideshare driving, delivery work, freelance design, tutoring, and more. It's flexible, but it's also unstable low paying, and devoid of benefits. And it's not just for extra income. Many are doing this just to cover rent and groceries. What we are seeing is the creation of a two-tier labor market, those with access to capital and equity, often in tech, and everyone else scrambling to stitch together income from multiple different unstable, unreliable sources to keep going. I want to talk about the takeaway, which is very sobering. The college degree, long marketed as a golden ticket to the middle class, is no longer the wealth escalator it once was. Instead, young graduates face flat real wages, high debt, increased job insecurity, fewer full-time opportunities, and rising costs across essential services. Meanwhile, corporate profits continue to grow, fueled by productivity gains from AI and cost savings from gig labor. Now, this is where I think the government has dropped the ball. The government should have been very alert on the switchboard, trying to come up with tax policies and incentives to make sure that this income disparity and this precarious status of young graduates does not come to happen. Instead, the big, beautiful bill has gone the other way around, and that too on steroids. They have removed all the Medicaid and Mediclaim facilities, and also they have penalized the students by restarting the student loan repayment, and they also started reporting to the credit bureau. So all of this put together is going to make it very difficult for graduates who are coming out in 2025 and beyond. So that's my feeling, and that's the way I look at it. And I want to hear from you guys. If you are a parent who has got a child who's going to graduate soon or has just graduated, please share your thoughts with me in the comment section so that I can understand what it feels like at your end. And if you, the viewer, are one of these young graduates who graduated in the last 10 years or are graduating just now, please give me your honest feedback of what you think is the situation. You think I have it right, or I have got some mistakes out here? Please put in the comment section, and I would really like to hear from you. And guys, if you want a longer video on this, I have plenty of data. I would be happy to share it in a longer video, but you have to mention that in the comment section so that I can find it worthwhile putting the effort. Well, friends, thanks for watching this video. If you are not yet subscribed, can you do me a favor, please? Please subscribe and help keep growing this community of retail investors. And that brings me to an end of this video. Bye for now.